And we're live.
Hi, I'm back.
All right. Just in time.
So I'm following these one people on TikTok who have written code and have written websites so that you can check on all of your stats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
From because, like you were saying, you were afraid that TikTok's cheating or some way, some xenophobia thing that you're talking about. And
Xenophobia
I
thing?
don't, like if you.
So, welcome to Meltdown Island, everyone.
Wait a second.
What?
When
You
do we
didn't
start?
realize we were live? What are you talking
Oh,
about?
you did something.
Are we live? You're double checking now.
I don't know.
I really wish you would have said something inappropriate when you came back.
I almost did, but then I was like, what if this guy's done something?
I wanted to start the show on time, so I had to just start the show.
Well, I'd
That's
like
just-
to do this. This is something that I don't think we do enough. I'd like to go ahead and thank all of our supporters.
Oh, okay. We don't do this enough, really.
I'd like to start off the show by saying, hi, welcome to Meltdown Island. And
Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Bow, bow, bow. Do you think that we could get a cameo from Rockapella to have them do our theme song?
Wow, that's the best idea I've heard so far about getting a cameo. That's a brilliant idea.
I don't think the entirety of Rockapella is on there, but I mean,
Rockapella got it up one
I would
time.
love that though.
Oh, I'd love that so much.
So
But
much.
anyway, I'd like to thank our supporters, those who are supporting us on different platforms, to the point of
To the YouTube, to the Restream, to the
Patreons.
Patreons.
Man, I wouldn't be surviving right now without the Patreons, you
I'm
guys.
a Patreon of you, Dustin.
Yeah, and I appreciate you, bub.
Yeah, I'm a
Appreciate you.
newer Patreon to you. So far, I enjoy it.
Well, thank you. And
welcome.
I do most of my week is based around whether you like what I'm doing or not. So I appreciate that. I'm also really into validation lately, so thank you for your validation.
Well, I would say one thing is that we are both wearing hats today.
Go ahead.
And your hat looks like it's pulling your eyebrows up a lot.
Well, I did push it. I tucked it.
But
I'm
you're
able
not
to wear-
wearing your Ming the Merciless headgear today, and I complimented the shape of your head.
Yeah? I
Yeah.
thought you were just messing
No,
around.
I was absolutely complimenting. Yeah, fix your head.
Mess around.
Dustin, do you
It's
see
not
the
great.
oh
my
move your
God.
head down a little bit more in the frame. Move your camera up a little bit more.
Okay. All right.
There. Well, okay. Yeah, you want your head kind of in the middle of the frame. Okay, now you're making your head look real weird. It looks like a fingerprint now.
I mean, yeah. Can you do that though? Can you make your head do that? I mean,
Do I
look at
want to
that.
do that? I
Like
mean,
a
I
Sharpay
will.
up at this son of a gun.
A Sharpay. My wrinkles are much smaller than yours.
Yeah, because you don't exercise your skin enough, Mike.
That's the problem. Is I'm not doing enough skin exercises. So I wanted to introduce to the viewing audience. Dustin, are you reading any comments or anything? Is there anybody chiming in at all?
I read a lot of comments on TikTok. I'm very much a commenter, by the way.
Okay.
I've heard a lot from you and my friend Kent about commenting, and on
About
everything that I watch and
commenting.
do.
Yeah.
And I've really I've come alive on TikTok. I don't know what to say. It's like
You've come alive on TikTok.
TikTok has talked to me, if I could say that. How about
So,
that? Spoken to
so
me.
yeah, you're a big fan of the new platform TikTok, which,
Uh-huh.
in my opinion, TikTok
Which
is
is
just
uneducated and ignorant, to be fair.
is. I'm sorry. Say that again, please, but clearer.
Okay, so you can't hear me.
When I'm talking, it's hard for me to hear you when you interrupt. You understand, right?
Okay, I can hear that now. I
Yeah.
see that.
You can hear that? Good.
I was just
So
saying.
TikTok has been getting a lot of press from a lot of folks that work in IT, saying that TikTok is a pretty bad company in the way that they run their video streaming service.
And these IT people, they are on what side of the
Of the
chasm
what?
of political correctness of what we call the United States of America?
Hang on. Just because you disagree with someone politically does not mean that they don't understand something. That's an idea that I think really should be more popular in our society, is that disagreeing with somebody does not mean that you disagree with every single thing that they say.
True.
Right?
I have a lot of love for my family with my heart, and they
There you
don't
go.
always agree with me.
Okay. So basically, a lot of these tech people, they've done teardowns of TikTok. And what is a teardown? A teardown is when they take. Well, shut up, Dustin. You're about to answer it, and you do not know what it is. A
Go ahead, Mike.
teardown is when they take apart the app and see exactly what it does. They are like it's like when you take a car apart, you take all the pieces apart, you understand what kind of brakes it has, what kind of motor it has, what kind of antenna is used. So like all the different stuff that they use in TikTok, they take it apart. They take it apart and they diagnose exactly what it does. So now let me just throw this at you. So have you heard people ever say that Facebook is listening to you or Google is listening to you even when your phone is sitting on the table and they serve ads to you based on what audio it picks up?
Not only that, but I've seen
No,
YouTube.
Stop. Just
Yes,
answer that.
yes
answer
is
that
my
question.
answer
So-
because YouTube now is playing some of the people that I like on TikTok. I'm like, how are they showing up on my YouTube? Because
Okay.
YouTube be taking my information.
So here's the thing: is that it is not. It's not listening to you. Facebook is not listening to you. How do they know that? It's because people in IT are able to take it apart and measure exactly what it does, and it's pretty clear to people that work with apps and work in IT that is not happening with Facebook. I'm not trying to defend Facebook. I think that they're an
doing a
evil
great job.
company. I think that they're a completely evil company. However, they're not doing that. They're not listening and recording your audio. The reason being is that if there was profit in doing that, they would absolutely be doing it. But it's the real reason is far more sinister. They're actually don't need to do it because of the data that they get from all over the world from their phones is way, way better than just listening to random room conversations. They can serve you things that you don't even think you know you want, and you will get them, and you will think it's like magic or something. But
Well, happiness is magic, to be
it's
fair.
not. So when you talk about how good TikTok is, and you're talking about the propaganda against it, I would highly encourage you to look at what the IT people are saying about it, because just like with global warming or climate change, you listen to scientists. For tech stuff, you want to listen to IT people. You want to read what people that are actually doing the things have to say about it.
And you're
So-
right. I want to hear at what actual TikTokers have to say about it. You're right. I do.
no.
So what I've done is I've sent you some videos, Michael,
Okay.
upon your Instagram, and if you would check those out, I think you would be, I don't know, enlightened. What
You
does the
sent
Buddha
them
call
to
it?
my Instagram?
No, those would be the ones that are tech. Those would be the ones that where I was trying to go, hey Mike, hey check this out because it's not as bad as what you thought.
Why are
And
you
then-
sending me things on Instagram? You know I never log into Instagram.
I did
never
not know
do
that, but I
Instagram.
do now, and what I'm doing now is never doing that again.
Well, when
And
you see
then-
like last post, oh my god. So yeah, here's the first thing popping up on Instagram for me.
Why is your first thing? Oh my god, because there's a bunch or something.
No, I'll show you in a second here. I'm just going to switch over so that we can see exactly what I'm seeing on my Instagram account. This is the very first post that pops up. So that's
Commercial?
what I'm seeing right there. You'll see it in a second, I guess, if you're watching the stream, Dustin. But
Oh come on, Michael.
come on, what?
We're trying to get sex out of the show so that we can appeal to a larger base audience.
If we were trying to get sex out of the show, Dustin, then why are you on it?
I know, right?
Sizzle.
I touch all
Sizzle.
over my body. Oh, we just had a new person join us. Oh, hi.
Oh, no.
Welcome. Hi, I touch all
Yeah.
over my body. My name's Dustin.
It's
and
great.
That's Mike.
That's great. So, anyways, here's my Instagram feed, which is
Those are
great.
the ones that I have tagged you in.
I gotta find my. Now I have to publicly search for on the show.
That's
This
on
is.
you. That's on you.
Oh
Wanted
my
to show
God.
booties on cars, not me, bruh.
I don't have any direct messages from you.
Mention like you're tagged in. I tagged you in them.
Oh
Well,
God!
what's that?
Why?
What's that John
Why?
Krasinski?
Oh, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. at
Well,
some
why?
point.
Because I'm trying to show you what's some tech. I want to show you the opposite end of the coin that you've been flipping.
See, isn't it ironic? Is it ironic in any way that you, to talk about tech, are sending me stuff on a platform that I never use?
That won't happen again. I was trying to because I was like, man, how come he hasn't liked any of our videos that I've been posting on here?
Oh
Maybe I
my
need to tag him
God.
in it. I don't know. I thought Instagram and Facebook were connected, and I thought you would get it. I'm sorry.
Well, they are. They're owned by the same thing, but okay. So is it on that Dustin show?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Trump is not banning TikTok. A president can't ban an app. Who's talking about this?
Trump is.
Yeah, he's an idiot though. He cannot ban an app. I mean, that's ludicrous.
That's the first guy. The purple guy, he's the first guy. They're all
Okay.
quick. They're quick. He just tells you some information, and then the top other three are more information. They're different points of view, the different points of information.
Okay, so
Rollo is asking, Mark Mickey is asking, are you doing that bit where you make pictures speak? Funny enough, Mark, I just posted one of those on TikTok, and it would be the Cheers one. And I did a Cheers remix. They have a Cheers remix song, which I used. And it was between that one, and it was between like a really bad cover version of it, and then like a 4 all-male quartet that somehow made the word sound racist. I was like, ugh. It's like, what is going on here? How can you ruin this song, you guys?
so this guy's
That's Banana Apps. That's Mark Mikola. Banana Apps.
on Twitter with assistant. Okay, this is but this is idiotic already.
Okay.
This guy is way off base.
Okay, then skip to the next one. Okay.
Okay. Well, because here's one of the things is that they're talking about how they controlled the political conversation with the help of a Russian bot. But when you look at exactly what kind of money they spent on Facebook, it was dwarfed. The Russian amount of money on Facebook was dwarfed by regular corporations that have ads all the time. So if you're trying to claim that Russia controlled the entire narrative on Facebook because they outspent anybody, that is just ludicrous.
Nobody said that. Nobody
In
said
fact,
that.
yes, he did. He did
Well,
say that.
He didn't say they outspent anyone. He just said that they helped control the conversation because they did.
No,
'cause
they
you
didn't. He
eat
didn't
much.
say they helped.
Sometimes
He said that they controlled the entire conversation.
Sometimes when there's a bunch of kindling and you haven't raked the forest, it's much easier to catch fire if you just throw a couple of flames in there, Mike. So you
Which
don't need
one
to
are
spend
we
much on
watching
flame.
now?
I would actually go down to the guy where the Russian guys talk about how in 20 years they'll be able to, in 2 generations, turn America against itself. You'll scroll down a little bit more. Which one is he? Scroll down just a little bit more. We're looking for a guy who looks like a Russian fella.
We're going too far back in time here.
Are we? Are we?
I think.
Can't tell. All right, yeah, we are probably at this point.
How are you seeing? What are you seeing? You're seeing the past.
Yeah, I am. All right, go back up, I guess.
Okay.
But anyway, this Russian guy, he back in 1980s after the Berlin Wall fell. Just click on one of those top 3 videos. After the Berlin Wall fell, he came out and said, "Well, you got to understand, we can make you guys question everything by just changing the course of education with 1 generation." And now, mind you, that was in the 80s. That's 40 years ago. So it's been 2 generations.
Okay.
And all
Hang
of a
on,
sudden
though. Hang on. Who's controlling the course of education in this country? Do you think?
Betsy DeVos.
For the last 40 years?
Betsy DeVos.
No, Betsy DeVos is new to the scene. She has not been controlling the American education system.
Somebody named Ben, then, the way you said Ben.
Nope. I'm not trying to give you a test. I'm honestly asking who you think is controlling the American education system and who has been doing that
Texas.
for 40 years. You really, I mean, because if your answer is Russia, I mean...
No, Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, they have that. Anyway, go ahead.
The Texas test?
They have the Texas.
The California test? The
there's more
Iowa
students there,
test?
so they have to. So they get last or final say or something. I don't know. And textbooks, which textbooks then rule the education. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That was I don't
Did you watch one of these
understand.
videos? I'm trying to find
I'm
you
trying to bring
the
up the
Russian
next one,
fellow.
but it seems like you're not
Oh no,
into
I'm
it.
listening.
So,
I'm trying to find this guy so I can send him to you. Oh, got him. Here he comes.
so where are you gonna send it?
Oh, I think you know, to your messenger in
Okay.
bloop done, and that would be followed by the guy who's running for president
Okay, and that's all in there.
in your messages. Yep. Stay with us, everyone. This is how a conversation works in today's society. We have to, listen. We have to take time to share. We have to absorb. We have to
Mark Mikula says download the
refrugiate.
Scrollcast app to find out what you're scrolling for faster. And I really like that idea. I think that's a great idea.
He's an ideasman. That's why I enjoy him so much.
Wait, I thought you were the ideasman.
There's more than one man in our group. Okay, bud?
Okay, all right.
It's like the old guard. There's like 4 Eternals and then there's 5. I watched that movie on Netflix.
Sounds like it. Sounds like
Yeah,
you
they're
did.
setting it up for a series of movies. You can tell because at the end they basically do that.
Okay, so you're wanting me to play this last one.
He's the Russian fella. Yep.
Okay, now how do I pop this out of Facebook now?
I hope
Well,
Mark's doing
Facebook
all right.
Messenger is just.
I think we should all know that it may look like we're living the perfect life, everyone, but I just want to let you know that it's tough for us too. Mike hasn't had a warm shower in months now. I personally, not only do I have a broken head, but people are working on the house and there's sawdust in the air and stuff, and it's hard to breathe sometimes. And so just to let you know, we may look like hunks. We may look perfect in every way.
So
but
Dustin,
we're not, you guys.
these video links, they don't really work.
Without it being,
It's just really stupid the way that Facebook
I agree.
does this.
I
So
agree.
I don't know. Let me try. Hang on. Let me try something here.
I had it on my phone forever, and I just deleted it because I was like, all right, I'm done with all that stuff.
To such an extent.
Hang on. Okay, and now can I actually get this link out of Facebook? That's my question.
Got your link. Got your link. Get your link. Link.
I guess I will have to put my Facebook up over here.
Oof.
Not really what I want to do, but I'm going to do it.
Sorry, bud.
Live on air. Send me a Facebook message to fuck with me live on air.
Aww. That's sweet. Okay.
Is it? Okay, so do you want me to play this whole thing and
It's 3 seconds.
3 seconds? This thing is a minute long.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about, 3
He
seconds?
does talk slowly, so it feels like forever, but you know how Russians be.
Okay. Oh my god.
I love that
Okay.
you're like, it's a minute long.
Well, when you said it was 3 seconds, there's a huge difference between those two times,
Agreed.
you know.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. I'm
Seconds
trying
is
to
how long
find.
people watch us for, and a minute is like a TikTok video. You're right. That was
Now,
an us burn.
Again, I needed Streamlabs to actually play the audio, but I don't
Man,
have a source that's showing up to do that.
It's crazy. Anyway, this KGB agent, he's all like in 1984, he's explaining how they will destroy the United States within a generation by just messing with our education or messing with our with the way that we ask questions and have no facts, alternative facts.
So this guy, I mean, he sounds very familiar when you listen to
Cold
him.
War has never ended, is what it is.
The thing is that, you know, they want they want you
wanna
to have
take
an
credit.
enemy,
I agree with
Dustin. Like the US, they want you to have an enemy because it makes you much easier to control. And if you think that the Cold War has never ended, I mean, Russia has a smaller GDP than California.
Correct.
And everyone is
mean that
trying to
they
give
aren't
everyone's trying to
finished.
give Russia all this power, but we've talked about this before on the show, like the Russian hacks, all the hacks that they threw their arms up in the air and made a huge deal out of.
Well, because they gave up all those stupid emails that was about a wedding and made it look like it was something real big right before the weekend before the election, when they had already vilified Hillary Clinton to the point where women would not vote for her because she was a woman and Hillary.
Yeah, there's absolutely no problems with Hillary Clinton at all that would
I
make
didn't
somebody
say
not
that.
want to vote
I didn't
for
say that,
her.
but look where we at. Look where we at, though.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
the entire Russian hacking narrative is built upon a complete house of cards. Again, go to the IT people.
Oh, I've seen
Read what
House of
IT
Cards.
people say about the Russian hacking thing, and you'll read a lot of information that goes counter to what the DNC's narrative is. And it's completely silly to say that
I
the
don't think the
hacking
DNC
was
is
a
right.
state operation that was sponsored by
The
the
DNC
Russian
screwed over Bernie
government.
twice, so I ain't saying they're right.
Well, then who are you saying is right? I mean, you
Me.
gotta, yeah, again, this is what Trump people do. Trump people just trust their gut on things and then think that that's good enough.
I got good probiotics in there. Why wouldn't I?
Well, that's a good point, but your gut is not great at distinguishing truth from fiction.
My gut. I got so much in my gut.
My gut, my lovely lady gut.
Ooh.
So we're looking up KGB agent in 1984.
No, if that video doesn't suffice it to say, then moving on to the next thing.
But here's the thing, Dustin, is that you have to like make sure this stuff is not something different than what it's purported to be.
Just because we can't pull it up on the show does not mean that it ain't out there and that it ain't already posted it. And that I mean,
Yuri Bezmenov. So this is what he was
Hello,
a
my name's
defector.
Yuri.
What?
Yuri.
Oh boy. If you want to get into this stuff, you gotta look into it though. You can't just like, you know, just here's a fun video. You know how many fun videos I've seen that had information that was just completely off. I mean, that in itself is like, I mean, it's the point that you're trying to prove about the information and how, you know, who's controlling the information. But so this guy's talking about KGB tactics.
Correct. And who is the leader of Russia?
Right now, Vladimir Putin.
And he was the head
Who
of the
was
CIA.
then? Who
Or
was
not the
then?
CIA, but the
The KGB.
KGB.
Who was the leader of the
Boris Yeltsin.
the USSR back in 1986? Was this?
Gorbachev, and then he did that commercial for McDonald's, and Russia was like, "You're dead."
So Gorbachev was not in 1986, though, right?
No,
Was he?
I don't have any
Not
idea. guy.
Gorbachev in 1986. I can't remember.
Outside of just knowing the facts, I ain't really getting into all this. You get outside the facts.
Outside of knowing the facts, I'm
you're
not
getting
getting
into the
into
weeds
this.
now. It's like
What?
I'm trying to keep this fast paced, trying to keep this interesting for folks.
Trying to keep this fast paced and you're throwing so many things at the wall that it's not like fast paced.
It's getting like an art project.
It's like you're spinning way too fast and you can't
Right.
figure out what anything is. It's not fast paced when you can't understand what's happening because there's just too much
When you get to a
information.
certain speed, though, that spin
Yeah.
slows down. Have you ever watched wheels on a car as you're driving down the interstate? They'll go real fast, and all of a sudden they'll slow down. Then they'll start going a little bit backwards. Have you noticed that? So what I'm trying to say is,
Oh my
Mike,
God.
that maybe
That is the worst analogy I've ever heard in my life.
I don't think it is. I don't think that it is. I think that
Yes.
maybe I'm blowing some minds or I'm actually, unlocked some knowledge here, and I'm really bringing it to the plate here.
if you're
Bringing
gonna
it up
use
the plate.
TikTok as a primary information source for your research, I would say it's a bad idea.
Okay.
And I don't have to be an IT guy to make that call.
All right. Okay. Did you want to be introduced to Mr. Sykes? Run for
Mr.
president?
Sykes? Oh, yes.
Hey, Black Jesus?
This guy that you want to talk about. Okay. So,
I'm just
where
saying that
are
there's an
those?
alternative for people out there. If those of you who are out there who are like, ooh, I don't like our choices for presidents, well, I found another guy.
Has Dustin got news for
And this guy,
you?
he's got a great idea, except that he's also doing it as an art project / it's what he believes, because he's a believer in himself. And yeah, I've had conversations with him on the TikTok, and I'm like, hey bub, have you thought about maybe just going with your plan and using the code that you've written and just going with that instead of the whole you're Black Jesus / the new Antichrist? Because that's a really hard sell. It's a real hard sell.
So
the first one down there.
So the first
bottom.
one, okay.
That's the first one.
5,111 views.
Well, what I realized is I didn't even see this first one. I watched like the third or fourth one in, and that's when I started having a conversation with him. But now I've learned that on TikTok, you go to people's pages and you can go all the way back to their first videos and like and comment on all of them.
Is he about to teleport? What's going on here?
Exactly. It's hilarious. He stands over there in those circles, and the light is the AI talking, or the what was it, Siri or Alexa
Google or something? Yeah.
And it's lighting up when she speaks. And this is what he does in every video, and he lets the computer do his talking. And it's something I said a long time ago on this show. At a certain point, I think AI is the new British accent, where it's like you used to listen to David Attenborough and stuff like that. Oh, he sounds so smart. Oh, I believe everything he's saying about animals. And I think that's the way it's coming between AI, because it's like, oh, AI is so smart. You know what? I'm going to listen to what they say because it's real smart. So I think it's the new British accent.
Okay.
What? What part of that?
Well, I'm still trying to deal with, like, this guy's running for president and you think it's a good idea.
Okay, go to the next video. You got to listen to what the videos say. Are you hearing that?
No, you were talking the entire time. How am I going to listen to it?
My bus. Let me let my dog out of here so it stops crying and ruining the show.
All right, 244,000 views on this one, I guess. Let's see. Although I don't think that the audio is working for the broadcast because of how this whole thing... You're still talking and you're not even on camera.
Toxic energy from that dog.
Toxic energy from that dog.
Go ahead, what?
I was just saying you were still talking. You weren't even on camera. I didn't have time to play any videos. TikToks are only 1 minute long, and you cannot stop talking for 1 minute.
Start the timer. Ready?
Oh, okay.
Ready? Ready? Start the timer. Ready? And Mark Michaela, you're someone who has timers.
I got a timer.
And nothing else to do right now, so if you could...
Sometimes I feel like I'm trying to steer a boat in a really bad storm.
Golly.
And it just keeps changing direction.
Yeah, dude. I've been there, bro. I'm with you. Yeah. Call me tweet. Call me your...
All right.
Your
timer
stupid...
starts now.
So mean.
All right, you already talked. That was 3 seconds.
You're starting
that was 3
it.
seconds.
We can count off seconds from it.
No. You started the timer and you failed immediately.
Let's start the timer.
Starting now. Oh, Rollo's calling in. Yeah. I have no idea where Rollo's video is. Dustin completely disappeared.
Am I here?
Hi, Rollo. Yeah, you are, but hang on. Could you call us right back? Because I think somehow Dustin is not on this call right now. And it's probably killing him.
Oh, man. Okay.
Nope. No, Dustin. Yeah, but you were gone for way too long. Yeah, you talked while I was gone, so I stopped the timer. I didn't keep continuing it because you were already gone. So there's no point to it. Here comes Rollo. I got to hit merge this time. Here we go. Merging.
Is this working?
It is. I just hit the wrong button, Rollo. That was totally my fault previously. But I got to add you in. I got to add you into the
Dustin button
to the stream. That's every button.
You finally
Rollo.
got a dump. Oh, okay.
That's every button.
Well, hello for Uperman's Bar and Grill in the great UP. And yeah, how are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good, Rollo. I am trying to find your source here to add you in. It just changes every time. Dustin's trying this new not talking thing. I don't think it's going that well.
I didn't see that part of the episode. I saw the talking part.
Yeah, that's 99% of the show is the talking part.
Well, he's starting to explode. Here comes the meltdown. He's about to melt the fuck down here.
I think he's frozen.
Oh, wait. Well, I'm not just allowed to use that word since there's no more sex in the show. Yeah, then I can button. Fuck it.
Are you applauding yourself, Dustin?
Oh, boy.
So, Rollo.
Hi.
Word is that you are stranded.
They just took my truck away for the next 3 weeks. So.
Why is it taking 3 weeks to get your truck work done?
Because you can't get an air conditioner pump right now because everybody took their first vacations. And everybody's air conditioner pumps blew out, so it's a back order kind of deal. And, But because of the ideasman that isn't speaking, I am thinking about starting a 10-day walk to Ford Field.
10 days. So what is it? How many miles per day does that equal out to?
Ooh, 40, about 50. 40 miles?
40 miles a day. That's a lot of walking. How long would you estimate that would take you per day to get to Ford Field?
Oh, probably 18, 15 hours.
15 hours a day of walking? Wow. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Well, I'm giving myself 2 weeks, but I'm thinking about doing it, man. I mean, I was just talking about it with the guy that towed my truck, and he already donated the towing. So I'm like, well, I'm already 125 in, so fuck it.
Great.
Like, I mean,
I can't help it now. My ideas are working. You
couldn't help yourself. You couldn't help yourself.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this while Dustin gets his talk back.
What was the time on that, Mike? Because that was a long ass time.
I wasn't timing it.
You're such a son of a gun.
Because I told you I was not timing it.
You started it over, you said.
Oh, did I? Maybe it is still. Maybe it's still going. But
yeah.
I had to put Rollo into the show, so that's, you know.
All I'm trying to say is I lasted a long time.
You lasted a long
You
time.
did.
Charlie Matt,
Long time I've been here.
Hey, Charlie Matt, I didn't realize Kurt Brinker and Charlie Matt was here. They do have Texas Instruments. That is a true story. And Dustin not talking doesn't work for the show. I agree 100%, Charlie Matt. I've been trying to say that to Mike for about a year and a half now.
Well, obviously Mike not talking last time I watched. Mike turned off his own mic, and then then it was. Yeah, it doesn't work for either one of you guys.
I agree. It takes.
Adam, speak up.
Yeah,
Speak up,
Adam
I'm
is
tired
really
of not
quiet.
hearing you too.
Adam is incontinental. He's away. He's away. He'll be back. Say this. Hey, everybody. Hi. How are you?
Everybody? Did you get distracted? So, anyways, Rollo, if you are doing this, like, logistically, I'm super curious to know, like, logistically, how would you make this work?
And I'm curious.
Well, I would have to. I would have to stay off the freeways because that is illegal. Even
Right.
though I am a hitchhiker, but you can't during these days. You can't hitchhike. So
No.
no, I would have to take the ferry
Mainstream
between
media.
Mackinac.
Dustin, stop.
It's actually going to be
Let them-
500 miles. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, it's actually 500 miles because I got to take the scenic route. So it'll be. You can talk, Dustin. It's all right.
It's just
Thank
when
you,
Rollo-
Bob.
when other people are talking, just try not to talk so much so people can hear Rollo.
But it scares me when he's doing that. I'm being quiet face.
I know. That's a gross face that nobody wants.
You said I didn't have gross faces. Liar!
You're making it. You are making it happen.
No, it's natural. This is all natural.
Well, the first day would get me to Rogers City, and that takes 2 ferries. So I'd have to go to Mackinac Island, and I'd have to walk around Mackinac Island because it's Mackinac Island.
Right.
So Rollo
And then
and
I'd have to ferry to Mackinac City and then walk the scenic route along 23, and that would it's going to push me to about 500 miles total.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll probably put me at about a little over 2 weeks.
I mean,
what if you... Go ahead, Mike.
No, Dustin,
This
why
is
don't
so
you go
weird.
ahead? Dustin, isn't it weird? Dustin being polite is the weirdest thing. It doesn't feel right.
Thank you. You stay along the interstate, but you just in the woods a little bit, just off the side a little bit, just maybe in the ditch
That
over
sounds
on
like
the other.
worst idea ever.
It's a lot more work than walking it on. Because there's great paths and hiking trails and stuff to do
Oh yeah.
along the way. So, but I want to be able to have some cities so I can get power. My issue is, my biggest thing is I'm not going to have power for my phone, so I'm not going to be able to stop and power it at times. You know, so I can broadcast more often.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the plan.
If you call the hotels beforehand, you could be like, "Hey, I'm walking for the NFL. I'm doing a whole thing, a pilgrimage, like I'm Gandhi, and I'm walking through your thing. You want me to stay at your hotel, and I'll give you some publicity and get my power on." That's a good idea too.
It is a good idea, except for the hotel idea. I'm not hip to that as much. Like,
Yeah.
No, if
I
you're like,
a lot of the people up here like freaking out about masks right now. I freaked out about having to wear them. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the cleaning of the hotels, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that. I mean, if I were you, Rollo, I would probably buy like a decent tent. And then
I have one.
A nice big power brick to carry so you can charge stuff.
why don't I just come get you? What are you talking about? It's crazy.
My idea is to keep myself at 60 pounds of gear because I lost 60 pounds in the last year. So if I just carry 60 pounds, it'd be just like being fat again.
That's kind of a great idea. I like that.
Mm-hmm. The math works out.
Dustin,
Except for the walking 500 miles part.
That doesn't work so well. Look, I saw 365 miles, and I said 365 days. Ooh, what if you was to walk from that sign to the NFL Ford Field, and boom, all of a sudden now you got a daily. Well, yeah, basically, it's like video every day.
That's an entire year of not paying for anything for Rollo.
But if you still,
I would lose.
He
I
said
would lose my house, bro.
he set out over that year. Now you're doing it all at once. You see what I'm saying?
No.
No.
Yourself, and then you edit it, and you just dribble it out. You just let it fall out a day at a time. Oops, this is where I'm at now, y'all.
When I was camping in Ohio once, and I met a guy that was walking across the entire United States, and he walked through the area that we were camping at, and it was really cool. He stuck around and hung out with us at the campground, and we like fed him dinner and had conversations with him, and played music with him around the fire and stuff. It was really cool, and I was like always thought that would be a really neat thing to do, to go on some kind of cross country exploration type of thing.
We've definitely
or
all
to hike the Appalachian Trail. That is another one that would be really cool. But yeah, Rollo, if you do that, that's really neat. I think that's a really cool idea.
You need a Ford Field. I'd like to do a benefit, do like you raise money for the hospice up here and for Planet Ant Theater and a little for my car. But, I think 57-43 is all right. 57 for the Detroit Lions last championship, and 43 for me. But I don't know. I mean, maybe just a third apiece.
I mean, I think you should totally do a Reverend Roar thing. Like, just make it all Rev money. I mean,
Agreed. I think that also there's a rap.
Go ahead.
There's a rapper who was walking across the United States because he was just like, I'm going on a walking rap, and he got bit by a little baby rattler snake. And I think he like lost something. I think he lost like a foot or a toe or lost something. I mean, I didn't realize he was going to be talking about him, or I'd have my facts, Mike. So I don't need you to be like, oh, Dustin doesn't know his facts. But I just want to let you know that there's dangers about this, Rollo, and I think I should come pick you up and have it done in a day.
I'm hoping to wrestle a bar or something, like a bear. And wow, been in the UP for 5 days, and I'm already using the lingo.
Our bar over there.
See the bar up by Cindy's house?
Barley.
There's only like 2 bars in 90 miles here. Like, what are you talking about? It's not a bar, a bar.
A bar. Like rar.
Bar. Rar. Tips over your garbage. A bear?
Rar. Bar.
well, just bar.
Just bar.
So, anyways, Dustin, were you trying to say something there?
He was saying he was going to get me, and then he froze.
I come get you within a day. We can have this done in a day.
This is your new idea, is to not do the original idea, to just go pick them up.
Which was your idea. I'm just making it a little faster than doing it for a year.
I just thought it would be a good video thing.
I mean, it is great, Dustin, but why don't you walk 365 miles somewhere and walk 1 mile a day? I think that sounds like a great idea.
Just like that one guy, step and then ring my bell, bong bong, and then take another step, bong bong.
How long do you think it would take you to walk 1 mile, Dustin?
Well, all day, because you just take a step.
Okay. So you take 24 steps in a day. So you can take 1 step an hour to go a mile?
I mean, maybe more than an hour. Come on, guy. You saw it's like 1 step, bong, bong.
2,400 steps per hour. No, that doesn't work out. Per day.
But over hours is only 20.
Are you doing the math on it, Mike?
Well, how many steps is a mile?
How long would it take me to walk? Well, I googled how long it would be to walk from that sign to down, and it was 4 days and 11 hours. But that's like, it was 4 days, 15 hours, but that's straight. There's no way that's ever going to happen,
Yeah.
But that was like walking away, and I'm like, I'm not doing that, So I'm very weeks, walk home. I might have to give up in the middle, but whatever. If I get close, somebody might pick me up, but I'm not close.
Well, Rollo, I definitely would pick you up. Dustin says he would pick you up as well.
Right now.
Right, I know Dustin says that, but even ideas, man, he's kind of not the shipping.
Incorrect. I do it.
Well, I want to take 1 minute in the show to talk about something.
I wasn't bringing that up.
I want to take just a minute to talk about something in the show, something that's really special to me, and that is this hat.
Welcome back, corner of the show.
Yeah.
This hat. I ordered this hat
amazing
from Queensboro. I definitely can hook up anybody that's interested in getting one. You might notice how the logo looks a little different than the Meltdown Island logo that you might see on the screen.
It looks a lot different.
It looks just a little different. Well, the reason is because they're a stitching company, so they stitch all of their logo designs. So you basically send them a file, and they'll turn it into this. One of the warnings on the site says, make sure your files are not overly complicated or there's not too much information there. Well, I just decided to send them our picture of our logo and just see what
There he is.
happens.
Take a picture.
It took a little while to arrive, but I'm really happy with the results. I think that the design that happened is just an outstanding representation of Dustin's face.
You can see the logo right next to it.
Not only is the hat really good looking, but it is very comfortable. This hat is one of the most comfortable hats I've owned. It's a Nike hat. I can't remember exactly what, but it's like the classic '99 style.
Like,
it's
really by wearing a mask. Oh boy, that sounds so important. Michiganders are required by executive order to wear mask face coverings in public, indoor, and crowded outdoor spaces. Businesses must refuse entry or service to those who do not wear a face covering with limited exceptions. For more info, go to michgov.gov/maskitup.
So yeah, that's our state warning that just got issued.
Are you bringing that up because you think that the image of your face on Mike's hat needs to have a mask on right now?
Now. You gotta like
Wow, guys.
I wonder what's going on.
That was a sneeze.
Like 14 sneezes, bruh.
There was several
Oh,
sneezes in a
too
row.
soon, Dustin. Too soon, buddy.
We just got a thing and it made him all nervous and he sneezed his nerves out. You got any panties, Mike, that you can cover my face with on your hat?
What?
You know, you're supposed to wear like panties. Yeah,
Women's underwear?
Like that.
Are you? Do you think that's a good, appropriate question?
It's not a question. It's a question. It's like a thing. That,
Hi, Allison Lewis. Allison Lewis just commenting.
Hey,
at the bottom
Allison
there.
Lewis. She'll back me up. Like
Nice to
this
hear
is
you
something
from
I'm saying.
What? Who's gonna back you up on your bizarre thing that you just said? You're saying I should put panties on my hat to cover your face so it looks like a face mask.
Well, when you say it like that, I sound crazy.
Well, I'm just trying to get clarification, Dustin.
You're doing like a comedy bit in a show, yeah, it's funny, but you take it out of context, and it sounds oversexed or something ridiculous. It sounds like. Okay,
wow.
clearly I have it on,
Look
so I
at
don't know how
Rollo is just frozen like that because he cannot believe what you're saying.
Nuh-uh.
He's stuck. He's either frozen or he's just doing that.
I think he froze. I think he froze up.
Yeah, he froze
I mean,
up.
he is out in the country where they say bar.
So anyways, if anyone wants a Meltdown Island hat, Dustin will pay for a prize winner to receive one mailed directly to them.
And Mike will pay for 4.
Which is a really nice thing, Dustin, to do
Thank
for
you.
one of our viewers.
You're so mean.
I can tell you exactly how much the hat cost. But we're also going to have to get in. We have to get into John Krasinski real quick.
Show Allison Lewis again. Show her the hat that you made of me. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Audra. Put it up by the logo, Mike, so that everyone can see that you troll me on my own show, Mike. That it's not just me saying something about panties. That you're the one that made my face look like that.
So
talk about row.
I just heard you say that it was your show, which is
you're
something
so
you
mean.
have been denying since day one of your show, is that this is your show.
Right now. You're wearing the hat and you're wearing it in your mouth, too.
At least I don't make inappropriate jokes about putting Jill's panties on your hat.
Oh, now why you gotta bring Jill into this?
Well, you brought my girlfriend's panties into this, Dustin. So I'm just trying to clarify.
Because I actually stopped my thinking Audra. So take that, Mike.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to hear Rollo right now.
Oh, how convenient.
How convenient.
What the hell? The governor kicked me off of this, and then all of a sudden you guys are talking about panties on your heads? Come on, guys.
Exactly,
Pass it up a
Rollo.
little bit.
Let's get done.
Oh, this is tough.
Let's go deep on John.
This is not easy.
All right? It's what the nose thing's for. You pour it through the nose thing, I think.
Oh, is that what it is? All right.
Remember that time he poured water all
Why is you got Rollo to waterboard himself? Dustin.
Dude, that's what it feels like. That was awesome.
Down Island burnt.
Meltdown Island
Oh,
burned.
remember that time when we all waterboarded each other, Mike? That was great.
That
Anyway.
was fun. We had fun. We had so much fun. I remember doing fire
I mean, you
team
can't
push-ups
bitch
with
about
you.
it unless you do it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Dustin, this is the part of the show where you could talk if you wanted to.
Hey, kids, are you on the TikTok? Me too. I'm a Zoomer.
This show is not for kids, by the way. This
ahead
show
and
is
jump
not
over
a
there.
kids show.
on the TikTok, and I'll duet with you, and we'll do like this, and we'll give each other pointed things, and we can do this, and then I'll go, and then we'll be like, hey.
No, Dustin, this is not a kids show. That's not appropriate. Don't try to entice children to watch you on TikTok.
Heart.
Pardon?
Like Audra. Audra's a kid at heart, Mike. Rollo is a
Just
kid at heart.
kid
He's
at
just
heart.
Okay? I'm talking about kids
No.
at heart.
I don't know about kid at heart. I'm just a freaking idiot, Dustin. I'm about to walk 500 miles. I don't know what kid is smart. What kid is dumb enough to do that? No. I'm just an idiot.
I think you're awesome, Rollo, and I think that sounds like a fantastic idea.
It
I
does.
think it is too. I got some logistics to work out on it, but
Yeah.
I'm really wanting to start like tomorrow morning, like because I need to get this over with.
Don't forget that we definitely need a lot of work done at our house, so I don't mind coming to pick you up and having you work here for 2 weeks either. Just saying.
Wow.
Sure, don't mind that one
Wow.
bit. Charity from me.
I don't think that is going to make Rollo want to come back so he can work on your garage some more. That's a
Charity
great
from me
freeze
comes
frame of
with-
Rollo, by the way. Look at that beautiful freeze frame of
Freeze
Rollo.
frame. Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
All right.
Ah,
Real quick, I just have to talk about John Krasinski because he just is
Your mic.
he just is just a he just
Hi, what
really
about the part of the show where it goes off on celebrities?
Wow.
Celebrity Meltdown with Mike Bigot again.
That's great, Dustin.
Thank you.
So, along with some celebrities like Will Smith, for example, there's just some celebrities that just drive me fucking crazy. I can't tell you exactly what it is.
And
but
I'm not one of them. You're saying I'm not one of them.
No, you're not. Well, you're not a celebrity.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're an international award-winning musician, is what you are.
This guy over here with his words.
So John Krasinski, apparently, he's on Jack Ryan now, and he's just a guy that just apparently just loves the CIA, which is a historically horrific institution. But John Krasinski, he really loves it. As you can see, let's see. He and his State Department infomercial of a show are here to reassure us how to be diverse, apolitical, and idealistic as the CIA is.
Oh, idealistic.
Ideal
because all the people all live around Washington. All the people they live like right around, and so they all like are suburbanites. You know what I mean? With ideals.
I don't know what you're saying right now, but
Talk about the place the CIA, brah. Come on,
what?
brah.
What?
Go ahead. About John.
Go ahead.
You're the hot. Go ahead.
The CIA is something that we should not only cherish, but be saying thank you for every single day. I mean, that's trash. That's straight up trash. You cannot say that.
Oh my gosh, look at him blowing up, you guys. There's some lava coming out that mouth. He's so hot
Nobody
like
cares
fire.
what I have to say about John Krasinski.
I do.
But
think it's
I don't
hilarious.
care because I'm just going to rally against this
Pull out some marshmallow.
disgusting
We
Hollywood guy. Anyways, that's all I wanted.
The office.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for...
Oh my, you're putting the hard brakes on? We ain't gonna do roses and thorns, bro?
No, we're going to do it. Don't worry.
Also, John Krasinski's real good friends with Jimmy Kimmel. Pretty sure they were our neighbors.
Also another celebrity that just drives me up the wall is Jimmy Kimmel. I just do not like him.
I hear. Okay. Hey, bud, look at me. I allow you to have your crazy beliefs. Okay.
My crazy beliefs. Yes.
I allow you to randomly hate celebrities.
Well, I guess that we'll all just vote for that guy that you wanted us to vote for president.
Oh, now it's my guy. You haven't even presented him properly. My guy now.
I'm sorry, Rollo. What did you say?
What'd you say, Bane?
Well, what guy is that I'm voting for?
Mark Sykes, a.k.a. Black Jesus, a.k.a. the Antichrist. And I'm telling you, I told him this. I said, bro, you're going to have to lose the Antichrist part because it's a hard sell, bro. It's an instant no from something.
I love you trying to talk reason to a guy that's proclaiming himself as Black Jesus and the Antichrist who's running for president. That conversation is gotta be just gold. I want to hear more of that.
Okay, I can tell you all about it. In this short brief essay that I've called Me and the Antichrist. Me and the Antichrist, we talk once or twice.
Can you read the transcript of your conversation with the Antichrist, please?
You better believe it. You better believe I can, Michael.
Hold on, let me mask up for this.
Here we go.
All right, we got 5 minutes.
Okay. Us all would control the power of the country. It's like, it's what and how we wish things were already. Where we actually have an equal say no matter how much money we have. All right? So that's one thing I said. Oh, hold on. Bloop, bloop. And then this is the one I had a big comment. Because then I came back like on the next video and I'm like, see, it ain't just me, bro. It's other people saying it too.
Other people saying what, though? I couldn't understand what your initial thing was.
To tell you, sorry. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Patience.
Oh. Leave your wallet in there or not.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Hey, let her know she's on YouTube.
Okay.
You're on YouTube. I mean, welcome from the UP.
Hey!
Yeah, all right.
Hey!
You got it. Good. Cool. Thank you.
Tip her well, Rollo.
Oh, I am. We're taking care of it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So so the voice of God policy. The voice of God policy is he's written this code where we all have like our own secured page, like a Facebook page, but it's a way to vote. And the voice of God is if there's a law or there's something that all of Americans are like, no, do away with that law. We can all be the voice of God and vote for something, vote for this thing. So I said, I love what you're doing, and your ideas would be amazing to experience. I believe the God lexicon twists it, though. And he says, look up the voice of God. It's an old reference to the voice of people, which is the same meaning here. And I reply, the more I listen while driving 80 miles an hour on the interstate, because I've been moving, and actually came to enjoy the voice of God as a people. That whole Antichrist part. That feels like, and then I go, that feels like you're placing road bumps on genius. Admittedly, I think what you're doing is kind of genius. On already uphill battle against the slowest government in the history of the world. As a human whom has evolved from Christianity into, hey, it's me, could sell like Facebook and vote government 2.0 / voice of God. But then that last layer of Antichrist streak, that part is a little difficult to sell. I go, does that read correct enough that I'm understanding with zero disrespect to your beliefs? Not your to make a chance, but rather
your audio is kind of dropping out.
Feedback. You have to turn your phone down, Rollo. or mute
sorry.
yourself for this moment, just for this little bit.
Just for this really amazing moment, please.
Oh, it's been ruined already.
It's been ruined? All right,
Thank
Dustin, you're a go for yourself.
I'm not sure how I would explain that to my sweet mother or grandmother when she would eventually ask, now, was there something I heard about an Antichrist? And he goes, a black president was a huge statement. The Antichrist is an even greater. It's psychological warfare. It's marketing. It's a test. It's art. Revolutionary. That's his response.
Okay.
He also said, tell her it's modern art and this is a creative revolution and I'm the artist leader, the first of its kind. The name is symbolic of what freedom means. And
that will definitely get people to vote for him.
I know, right? He just does not see.
Trump
he does not know
supporters love to think about things, so
yeah, he just doesn't know how entrenched people are in their true beliefs.
Yeah,
they believe it's true. My brother, I learned this week that my ignorant self. Oh, this one got a little personal.
Oh.
I learned this week that there's people in my family that still believe Mr. Obama is the Antichrist, when we all know it's really the Catholic Church. That was my response. And he went, I joke at the end there, but because this shit is so real to them, and I can clearly see and understand and even stand beside you, but those ages that will, shit, maybe that's the point. I go, maybe it's me that I hear the Antichrist and I go, ooh. And so I was even a little more honest, like, because it's a lot to take in, bro. And he put, this is his response. So I said, maybe that's just me that's scared. He put, Catholic Church is the devil, cause its power lies in the devil, but Antichrist cancels out the devil, hell, and white Jesus, because he stands for truth. And he also goes on to say, Antichrist is a champion of the people. No one follows evil wholeheartedly. The devil empowers the church through fear-mongering. Oops. And then I put, okay, I'm listening. I'm ready. Send more videos. All right.
Sounds like this guy should get involved in the Satanic Temple.
I mean, right?
He's got like a similar idea to how it works.
You mean Congress?
Congress, no.
Oh shit, I gave him corona again.
Jurisdiction over all government agencies and officials, including the president. Therefore, a president can be impeached directly by the system. It also abolishes laws that are invalid. The point of the system is to protect the rights of citizens by applying the laws set by the Constitution. It ensures equality by guaranteeing an accurate and unbiased answer to the questions of legality. So it serves as a legal consultant. Voice of God is a policy associated with the 2020 presidential campaign of Marcus Sykes, aka Black Jesus the Antichrist. It is a plan to upgrade democracy by converting the voice of the people into an all-powerful check to the legislative process.
I mean, that's great. That's brilliant.
By this policy, citizens.
Well, it's not like it's new, though. I mean, digital democracy is a thing that a lot of people are working on right now.
Well, he's basically saying he's already wrote the program for it.
I don't trust that. I don't trust a guy that did 6 TikTok videos to reform our democracy for us.
We don't have to be mean because how many TikTok vids he's got.
I'm not trying to shame the amount, but
yeah,
again.
Mike, our nation was founded by a guy. Our first president was like 6. That person was the only one that we can defect. That was the largest landowner, George Washington. So why is that any different?
Well, if he's the largest landowner, I mean, shouldn't it be the guy with the most TikTok videos instead of just 6?
There you go again, Mike. You being petty with your TikTok video.
I'll take that.
I mean, Dustin, you have more TikTok videos than this guy.
I do, but I got less followers and less likes.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you need to run for president.
Mike, you're being small-minded right now, and
Oh, wow. Anyways, let's roll into
Dustin.
roses and thorns.
Dustin, you run for president. I'll walk for president. We'll see who wins. In that one.
win all
Rollo's gonna
day.
win.
We all know I'm
Spoiler:
a loser,
Rollo's gonna
okay?
win.
we all know. Even Jill knows. We all know I'm a loser. Okay,
Even
so let's
Jill
just
knows?
move
What do you
on.
mean?
to us.
Even Jill knows. What are you talking about? What?
Rose.
No.
Maybe you should get some panties and put those over your face.
My gosh. I welcome to Roses and Thorns. This is the part of the show where we laugh at ourselves for making silly statements throughout the show.
Is that
We
what
also
this
go,
is?
what can we do
Okay.
better next time? Hey, how can we do it better? Hey, maybe we should try this, or maybe we didn't say enough.
Mhm.
And I'd like to first start off by giving myself a thorn.
Great. Into it. Break it down.
Well, because I make Mike do the show.
I make Mike do the show.
Give Rollo a rose for attempting an idea of mine, but a thorn for listening to me in the first place.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you a straight up thorn for that panties comment. That's
I'd like to give you
Double thorn.
I'd like to
double
go ahead and give
thorn,
myself a
double thorn.
rose for making this hat and paying for it and having it shipped to my house.
and yet that's okay.
What?
Ooh, you got a bias sense state of something. I can't think of the words, but you get it.
I don't know
All I'm
if I
saying
do.
is you got a hat that makes fun of me. I mentioned putting some panties on there, and then you twisted them panties until we got us a nut sandwich.
This makes no the sense is leaving your body, Dustin.
Yeah, because I'm
If you
upset.
if you want to talk about twisted panties, I'm going to give a thorn for the Tinder profile comment I'm about to make.
He's on the
And
show.
I
And
muted myself for
Yeah,
it, so there
sure.
you go.
I want to
He's
give a
on-
rose to Rollo for always being just a beacon of awesomeness.
Deacon is right.
I just
Oh,
enjoy
come on.
Rollo's presence. I enjoy what he has to say. I always have. And yeah, I just like having you around, Rollo.
Ooh,
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
sweet, Mike.
I give you I'll give you a rose that's attached to a thorn for that, because you know that's exactly what life with me is like. So
Mike is being
I'd
very-
love to give a rose. I'd love to give you guys a rose for bullshitting us and telling us that this is going to be the last show when it's definitely not going to be.
Definitely not.
Right? Or do I have to change this to a thorn?
Nope, definitely not the last show. I'm getting too much TikTok direct media from this show, and it is a source of not only information but spiritual enlightenment for some people.
Oh,
Right on, man. I love it.
spiritual
I love it.
enlightenment. Okay.
I'm isolated in the UP now, so not so. I do have a bar that's serving me food and drinks to the bar to the front. So, yeah, I give myself a thorn for breaking my own quarantine and going to the first bar I've been to, but I'm in the UP. Whatever, no cases, la da da. But I am giving myself a thorn for all of that because I am so against it, and I came up here for a good cause, and it kind of backfired on me. But
Good
rose
causes
to all
do.
you guys that support, and we'll see what happens in the future.
I think it's going to work out, Rollo. I think you're doing great.
I think if I just start driving north, I'll find you, right? Straight up
75 north, Dustin.
Yeah,
75
I'm not
north
on
for 6 hours.
Dude, I told you I'm not on TikTok. You won't be able to find me.
Oh my god.
That's the only way Dustin gets around anymore is using TikTok to navigate and find landmarks.
TikTok, don't you tell me it's gonna be you and me forever.
Oh.
Thanks, Mike.
Or are you just having
pick up
fun?
Rallo before he runs?
I give a rose to Mike for being there for me
Whoa.
when hard times.
Unprecedented.
Yeah, surprise, Mike. Can I still surprise an old Betty like yourself?
An
Surprise,
old
Mike.
Betty.
Love you.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have on the show today.
Accept love? Are you having a hard time accepting love right now?
Well, that's all the time we have left on the show.
A rose for Mike. Mike is my heart, and I am holding a mic, and I give Mike a rose.
All right. So join us next week on
Rose for the song. Rose for the song.
A Rose for the Song. I'll give Dustin a rose for the song. Join us next week on Meltdown Island when you might hear Dustin say something like,
I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and hurt you. I'm never gonna leave you up. Never gonna say mine. Never gonna run around and hurt you.
That's Dustin for you. His pulse. He has his fingers on the pulse of early 2010.
Hi, 2010. Can you believe we made it 10 years into the 20,000s? Me too. Hey, YouTubers, welcome to Meltdown Island's The End Show.
The End Show. The End Show. Here we go. We're leaving now. Meltdown Island is ending for today.
Love you. Thank you, Allison. I'm sorry about Mike, and I'd like to give our viewers a rose. I'd like to give everybody roses that I'm able to, but also a rose to Kathy McGettigan, who is watching right this second.
All right. Well, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Enjoy your time until the next Meltdown Island.
It's like I always say, Mike. Hi, Mom.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you.